Every bone in my body was telling me to take the off day off and not make this video. But the thumbnail's already created. I actually made an intro sequence, so there's no going back now. Procrastinating. It definitely was the story of my life today. Judging on the title and the fact that you're sitting here watching this, it's pretty safe to assume that it's getting the best of you today as well. Now, I'm not a mental coach, I'm not an influencer or anything of the sort, but I've done some procrastinating in my life. And so maybe sharing a few experiences of my own will help you break the cycle with whatever it is you're pushing off right now in your own life. Growing up, I was the kid who always had these huge aspirations and dreams and this crazy imagination. Honestly, not much has changed, except for the fact that I'm better able to execute those ideas. Still not perfect, far from perfect, but understanding one concept really helped me to follow through a lot more than I used to. And that's something called momentum. You see, what I noticed was a lot of the times when I started procrastinating, it wasn't about me not wanting to do the thing in question, but it was more so about me getting the ball rolling in a completely different direction than that thing that I actually wanted to do. Prime example, today I got home from doing some shooting in the gym and I had this tired feeling, not necessarily physically, but like mentally. I felt like I just needed a break. I felt like I needed to just sit and do nothing for the rest of the day. Now, what I would have done in the past is sat down, probably turned on the Xbox, told myself I was gonna play 1 hour of video games, some 2K or whatever game I was playing at the time, and that would turn to 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, until the day was completely gone. But what I didn't know was that that feeling was presenting me with a choice in which direction I wanted to build my momentum. Did I want to build it towards playing more video games or towards working on that novel that I was always talking about? That's the question I try to ask myself when I feel that momentum carrying me towards procrastinating. But today, I almost failed. The off day series almost came to an end as quickly as it started. That voice in my head was begging me not to make this, but here I am. And that small win of making this is just that little bit of extra momentum that'll help me the next time I'm tempted to procrastinate. Because boy, I know that's coming soon. I'll give you guys another example. Why not? I finished the manuscript for my first novel in spring of 2021. And where are we today? Exactly. The story's done. It's been written. The only thing that needs to happen is it needs to be professionally proofread and checked over one last time to make sure that everything in the story lines up. That's it. All the hard work is done, but it's taken me 2 years longer to publish the story than it did to write the actual story, which I procrastinated on as well. Just like I'm procrastinating writing the second book in the series, which is already almost halfway done, and the first book hasn't been published yet. So you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna announce it here in this video. My first novel, The Hidden Planet, will go live winter of 2023. You guys heard it here first, and I'm expecting you guys to hold me to that, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been holding out way too long, and for no good reason. I mean, just look at this channel. We have about 50 videos. I'm not even fully sure. But with the amount of ideas that Melvin and I have had, this channel should have hundreds of videos, but it doesn't yet. So what it all ends up boiling down to is the story that you tell yourself. You get to decide what's enjoyable for you. If you decide spending 3 hours on Instagram scrolling through reels is gonna be more enjoyable than whatever project that you wanna do in your art of arts, then that's gonna be the case. But the opposite is also true. Now look, like I said, I'm just a guy on the internet, but I have nothing to gain from this. My only goal with this is to spark you to think a little bit more. It's hard to come to these realizations on your own, and I've had to learn a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about through trial and error. But the beauty of life is we're all in this together, and we can learn from each other. You from me, and me from you. So my question to you guys is, what one thing have you been pushing off that you can complete today? I know I'll be creating more cool gear like this shirt that you guys can pick up over on einfachbrand.com, link in the description. and editing this video, of course. If you're anything like me, 1,000 ideas just came to mind. But some of the best advice I ever got was, the only way to climb a mountain is step by step. So knock out your first thing today and get the next one tomorrow. Before you know it, you'll be at the top of the mountain. And hopefully I'll be there with you. I'll see you guys soon.